I'm a stuttering, gooey mess in Skylar's arms. The brat inside of me says I need to kick and demand she put me down. But every other part of me is just dissolved, longing to be held by her forever. Episode 6, Carried Away. How are you doing this? Years of cheers athleticism. Bah. Sweetheart, I could bench press you. Now there's an image. But you're wearing heels. And you'd be surprised what I can do in heels. I could beat you in a marathon while wearing heels. I don't doubt that for a second. I sigh, snuggling into the space between her neck and shoulder. Accidentally. This is an accidental snuggle. That I will not take back. Skylar laughs, warm and blissful over my skin. Someone's comfortable. Can't help it. Just look at you with your... We'll go with blue eyes. Blue? Most girls have told me they're like sea glass. Whatever. I can't tell what color they are, but they're annoying. You sound quite annoyed. She deadpans the phrase before setting my feet onto the ground. We're back. Can you walk the rest of the way? I do somewhat successfully, and Skylar thrusts the bottle of water into my hand the second we sit down. It takes all of 1 minute to gulp half of it down. How's that? Way better. Good as sober. Finally. My head feels screwed on tight. I'm really sorry about tonight. Please, you just carried me home. You have nothing to be sorry for. It's just embarrassing. I wish I could have carried you instead. That's very sweet, but you have weak little nerd arms. I let out a deep sigh. I can't even come up with a comeback for that. It's true. But I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you. I stay quiet and take another sip of water. Skylar sighs. The first time I really drank at a party, I had 1 tequila shot and that was it. Then this girl I really liked walked in. Because I was such a badass and so experienced with booze, I taught her how to take a shot. I ended up having 6 of them that night. Oh my god. Did you hook up with her? Skylar barks out a laugh. Nope. She was as straight as an arrow. Even if she wasn't, I definitely shot my chance by hurling onto her shoes. Oh no. Whatever. Does my humiliation make you feel better? A little, yeah. Good. She smiles and the room feels warm like a cozy blanket wrapped around my shoulders. She's not who I assumed she was back in high school. I want to know her better. God help me. I think I actually like her. Hey, so you're really an economic major? I know. It tends to surprise people. I got that perky dumb blonde look. Your look is more... Oh, okay. Let's go with bubblegum pop princess. You guessed my Halloween costume 10 years running. You won't even take the excuse to stop wearing pink? Why would I take the excuse? Gross. I'm never going to stop wearing pink. At least you know your brand. But seriously, why did you get into economics? She arches her brow, maybe surprised by the question, but her smile grows deeper. I want to start my own ethically sourced business someday. I've seen how leaders can destroy the world, but I've also seen how they can create positive change. I want to be at the center of it. Heat pulls on my chest and somehow even lower. Why is this turning me on? Because she's ridiculously smart and ambitious? Always has been. And what about you? I know you're an artist, but is that your major? Yeah, it is. And what do you love about it? I shrug, not sure how to pick one answer. It's just always been who I am. It's my passion. Skylar is leaning forward, elbows on her knees, eyes intent. Tell me more, please. I think she actually cares what I have to say. And I really like talking to her, so I want to. Open up to Skylar about your artistic dreams. When I was a kid, I felt like I was the only one to actually enjoy art museum trips. Skylar scoffs. I thought everyone loved field trips. Duh, because classes are cancelled and there's room to goof off. True, and then they get antsy and annoyed during tours. I wanted to know everything. I love seeing different moments of history being told through art. I love how it evolves. I love how the world around us shapes it. Skylar is beaming in a way I've never seen. What is your face doing? It's freaking me out. She laughs, bright and clear. That's what I like about art museums too. I was expecting a different answer. Well, it's not the full answer. I think about how art shows history and where we are in the world. And I want my art to represent where we are now. I've always dreamed about having my work in a museum, which is stupid and a little too... Skylar furrows her brow. Too what? Ambitious? I hate when people say art isn't a viable career because the chances of being successful are too small. People don't need to be famous to be successful. She grants me a more familiar smirk. But what's the problem with wanting to be famous anyway? See, you get it. You're vain enough to get it. It's one of my best traits. She really doesn't think I'm stupid. Thank you for telling me, by the way. I'd love to see your art someday. Fire creeps up my neck to the tips of my ears. You would? Seriously? I would. Huh. So you can start a bonfire with a canvas? You think I'd risk getting kicked out of school to set one art piece on fire? Please, give me a whole collection and then we can start talking. I love my sketchbooks more than I love my childhood pets. Touch it and die. Now you're starting to sound like me. Well, I didn't bring any of my pieces with me. I was hoping to create new ones over here, but I haven't liked anything enough to hang it up. You got a sketch pad? Yes. She brushes her hair off to the side, hitting me with a whiff of peachy perfume. Why don't you draw... Are you serious? Why don't you draw me like one of your French girls? Skylar winks. My heart flips and drops to the pit of my stomach. You... Oh. If you want, I'd love to see what you can do. She leans back, giving me full access to the view. Her shiny hair, her plump lips, her long legs. And I'd love to model for you. I'm going to short circuit if I do this, and I'll regret it forever if I don't. I'll draw an impressive picture of Skylar. Okay, I'll bite. I briefly flip through the contents of my bag and find my sketchbook and a pencil. Skylar's expression is playful and bright. How do you want me? Oh, Christ. Just stay as you are. Whatever poses she assumes, it's going to stir something up in me. I put my pencil to paper and draw. Ease up. This isn't a test. If it was, I would pass. Though I hate to admit it, I thought about every curve on her body. I thought about how her lip gloss shimmers even in the dimmest light. I thought about what it looks like when she strips and I turn away for her to get changed. And she's watching me like she knows it. What are you looking at? You're so focused. Well, yeah. This is the face of a true artist, baby. She bites her lip, and I want to call her baby at least 10 times more. I could draw what she looked like if I did. Lips swollen, hair a mess, clothes gone. I could study her from every angle. But I draw the PG-13 version of my fantasies instead, simply focusing on the image in front of me. Alright, that's about done. Let me see. You can't be patient for one. I cut myself off with a squeak, skin prickling with awareness as Skylar leans over my shoulder. She draws in a gasp. Whoa, this is amazing. Air clogs my throat as she looks up at me, eyes filled with wonder. Seriously, thank you. Suddenly, I realize how close we are, how charged the space left between us is. Skylar's hand inches forward, resting on my knee, making my head light. When her eyes flicker down to my mouth, I throw out any contempt I have for her. Is she about to give me my first kiss? Will wink seductively. I close one of my eyes and give Skylar a naughty wink. She chuckles. Now that's just not fair. She moves in and I close my eyes, hearing our hearts race in tandem. I wait. And nothing happens. What the? It's late. We need to sleep. She bolts up and grabs her shower caddy, leaving me alone in the room. But I could have sworn. Am I losing my mind? Did I misread the signals? It takes me ages to fall asleep with my thoughts, tumbling loudly in my head, but eventually I do. And I wake up to a towel being dropped on my face. Hey. Get up, come on. Fuck, my fucking head. I figured you were in for a killer hangover, but you can't stay in bed. The sorority's got a big event today. And we'll need our bikinis for this. Oh gosh. Continued in episode 7.